Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I wanted to do a couple of things. Number one, I'm planning on doing some cash links. Um, I can tell y'all honestly, there's never been one that's better for cash links than Traffic Hurricane is. Even at low numbers, the point to where we don't really have that many people. About we got about 220,000 people. You can just say that this thing here just stays full of cash links. I'm actually shut off Facebook, so I ain't got to worry about it. Okay, things I'm going to be talking about, y'all. It's going to be when you go into a business, different avenues that you can take, and understanding those avenues. Okay, um, what I personally learned is that while you're applying action, your business is going to teach you what you need to know. So, giving an example of that would be, let's say if I am doing a business that is $1,000. Okay. Now here's Facebook. Here's YouTube. Um, you can consider whatever avenue you want to be. Let's say this is solo ads, or something like that. Of course, there's many more avenues you can take. But y'all, I can tell you that with $1,000 business, even though I could reach 200 leads in the world of Facebook, open group Facebook posting, things of that nature. Now, I'm going to consider all this up here. This is going to be your timeline in Facebook and people who are already connected to you in your businesses now or previously. Okay. That's not the same as a cold lead in the Facebook world. You understand what I'm saying? These people have already got connection with you. You've got a strong influence on people that's in this agenda right here. So not really the same thing as an avenue when I consider Facebook. Now, that's just going to be your list. All right, Facebook, y'all. When it comes to work at home, work from home opportunities, those type of posting groups, they that is a beautiful place to get like-minded people on your list. Okay, because they're doing exactly what you're doing, and they don't get no better than that, to be honest. The problem is, if you've got a business that's $1,000 business like Access Elite was, even with 200 leads, I wouldn't even get one email back. And it wasn't because I wasn't doing everything right, because I was doing the exact same thing I've done in other businesses, and I knew how to grab attention. What does that tell you? That avenue, I'm not going to say that you can't get $1,000 sale from a cold leads. I'm telling you that that's not what they're looking for. You see what I'm saying? Because I can influence people with sales of huge amounts of money in short periods of time. So it grabbed their attention. Yet as soon as they saw the $1,000 price tag, they slammed on the brakes. So to me, it's not the right avenue for that. And I could get hundreds and hundreds of leads, and I still was not seeing it. So what did it teach me? It taught me that avenue, this avenue right here, wasn't right for $1,000 business. Let's see if I can't do some cash links here. Okay, so if that's an issue, and you know that there is literally 60,000, 80,000 people plus in these groups, these Facebook groups that I'm doing, and they're like-minded people, then I know they're looking something. That's just not something that high price. So what do they want? They want cheap or free. That's exactly what Facebook is looking for. Okay. So if you've got a business that is cheap to come into or free to come into, then you're answering what they're looking for. And then you've got something beautiful that's really going to help you out. I don't know what it is about my computer, y'all, but it's not letting me show a lot of my. Let's say if I was to watch a landing page that has a video going in the background, not a video in it, a video going in the background, it won't let me watch it. Just to let you know, so don't be surprised if you see a lot of blank pages here. um, Plus, it seems like it does it more when I'm doing videotaping also. So just to let you know. Okay, so what I learned was at $1,000 business, you really need to connect with the people. Why do I say that? Because it's not a $20 business. If it was a $20 business, people wouldn't really be scared of losing $20. It's $20. You know what I'm saying? You can scrap that up and say, hey, that was a learning experience. It's not. It's $1,000 business. And for $1,000, to be honest, people, they want and need to connect with you. They want to know who you are. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, you start looking at avenues that's going to be a possibility. How are you going to do that? Now, in my own personal opinion, and I'll show it for just over here in just a second. I keep showing these pictures, but they're up. That's why I got them up here. Having you in a video for a business you believe in is going to make you jump head and shoulders above anybody else in that video. I mean, I'm sorry, in that business. Okay. So, in my opinion, Power Lead Systems will always be the backbone business for me to brand myself into any business. It don't matter what the business is, because I know that I'm going to kill any default landing page or sales page that the business has by telling people what I think about my business. And because I apply action all the time, I know I'm gonna get my own personal results, and I'll be able to put that in the video as well. So people are getting an ability to relate to me and connect with me while they're hearing me talk directly about a business. And like I said so many times before, y'all, there is no better cheerleader than yourself for business. There's just not going to be. Okay. So, in my opinion, if you're looking at putting a funnel together, that'll help you a lot connect with people, because people, you'd be surprised, y'all. You know, wherever you're from in your country, or you're part of the United States, or wherever, whatever part of the world you're in, even your accent, y'all, people a lot of times would be attracted to your accent. You know, it's because you're so different. You people in the United Kingdom, we hear them here in the United States, and it's like, wow, they sound so cool to listen to. You know, stuff like, and they take that for granted. And here, it's kind of the same thing. You know, I get picked on a lot because of my accent, and you know, excuse me, I got a lot of people come in my business, and they will tell me, you know, how I made them miss North Carolina because they used to live here, or South Carolina, or, you know, somewhere really close by. I got people in Louisiana. They might even be one or two of them might be listening. As a matter of fact, they listen to my channel pretty decently, and I've heard them talk about how I sound like somebody down the road. You know, so you'd be surprised how people relate to you. Um, I've had people say that they thought I was a great dad. That's the reason that they related to me. I had people talk about the fact that I worked so many hours for so long. You know, people relate to you by your own stories, and everybody's got a story. You know, and everybody wants to get out where they're at. They want to get to the next level. In my opinion, that won't, and you just telling people your story is exactly what they want and need to hear. And they're not going to get that by some default landing or sales page. Some pretty car sitting here, and that's it. They may go through it, but I can tell you, if it's a video of you sitting there talking before the video itself, like that right here, and you know, I really done this on purpose, y'all. If you don't know this, I put the car here, and I said, hit the link or the world's going to explode in 30 seconds. Watch the video to see why. I'm literally telling you in here, if you had to choose between someone sitting here telling you this or this pretty car, what would you rather pick? I actually had another video where I placed it, and I had total cars. The car was a total car sitting back here. So I was being sarcastic about it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it was for Power Lead Systems. So if you really see those, that, you know, the cars in the background, that's kind of why I'm doing it. But it does work. It grabs attention as well. But okay, so that's one of the avenues. So if I was looking, I know Craigslist is not going to be the place to do $1,000 business. Okay, Craigslist can be a good place, and if you can get in the hot areas that are more like-minded people in Craigslist. Give you an example, Arizona. Man, I've seen guys that is at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, we're talking top of the leaderboard, where all they were using was Craigslist in Arizona. Texas can be a pretty decent place. California can be a decent place. There are certain places where in Craigslist it seems to be more like-minded. North Carolina was not one of those places. I will say this, I got a lot of leads, but even what I was doing was really cheap. They would sign up, but they wouldn't go farther. And I had quite a few signups that just weren't going to do what I was doing. Um, excuse me. And what I was doing at that time was my cash freebies. So I kind of learned that Craigslist is one of those things that maybe you want to try in your area. I also did learn that if you're getting swatted down, because see, Craigslist, one of the most intelligent things they do is they allow each other to knock each other out. And the reason why they do that is because they don't want you there in the first place. They want you paying for your ads. And if you're not doing it, you're going the free route. Well, they let each other take each other out because they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really the reason behind that. Um, let's say, as far as Craigslist, sometimes the biggest area, like here in North Carolina, Raleigh and Charlotte, places like that, they're not the best places to be doing your business. Hold on just a second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm actually washing clothes in the background, and it was getting kind of loud, so I wanted to pause it. I just bought another ad pack just a second ago. But once again, y'all, let's say that this is Craigslist is one of the avenues right here, y'all. Again, what I have learned is going into the big cities like Raleigh and Chapel Hill and places like that, or Charlotte and stuff like that, sometimes it's not giving me as good of results as me going outside into the little sweet spot area, which really helped me out. Backpage was really at times better for me than Craigslist. I seemed like I didn't have as hard a time as getting, my stuff to stick, not having any issues. Also, you could go anywhere on Backpage across the United States. And a little trick I learned about Craigslist is if you go look at the pricing, they have a price for every location, and it varies. And I've noticed that if you start at the highest price and work backwards, those were the hottest areas. So that would be under the assumption that you're buying advertisement. You don't have to buy advertisement. Just pick those same areas that were the most pricely, and then go into those areas and do the free parts there. And you'll be surprised how often that got me really good results using Backpage as opposed to Craigslist. Now, I know Craigslist is the daddy of all of them, as far as ad posts and like that. But I did get a lot of really good results with Backpage as well. Now, as far as YouTube, YouTube is the answer for everything. Okay, because you're looking at an audience that most of my people are suggested to look at in the first place. They can come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's absolutely incredible. If they're doing a search for, let's say, like Excess Elite for that $1,000 business, these people are already interested in what we're doing. They're doing a search on it. You understand what I'm saying? So you already know that these are on the right path. Now, what they need to do with me is they need to connect with me. You understand what I'm saying? That connection that I need between me and that person is going to be found by me just opening my mouth and telling them what I think about my business. And because of me doing that, I got a lot of members into my business. And because I'm someone that applied action and learned a lot, and I would do a video and telling them what I learned about it in the process. So, with that being said, if I was doing Traffic Hurricane, I would do Facebook in a heartbeat. I would I would nail it because it's free to start off with. You come into the business, start earning, start doing these cash links like I was showing you earlier and things of that nature. I just bought another ad pack just a second ago. I'm almost at $5,000 in referral commissions. Not too bad. Um, and how much of that did I make? I think it was 3,000. Well, about $3,000 I made in referral commissions the last 30 days. And y'all can tell you that's nothing compared to what's coming. It's absolutely just watch. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just watch. So I've really just got the ball just really starting to roll right now. But if I was, like I said, if I was doing YouTube for Traffic Hurricane, huge plus, huge plus. If you see me on page one, y'all, I'm up there pretty well. I've worked pretty hard to get that spot. I stayed right there all over page one and page two of YouTube because that was my objective. I want to get in front of the 8 ball running this thing, and that's what I did. So I was just being really smart and putting my efforts in at the right time with Traffic Hurricane to build this. Craigslist, I don't see why it wouldn't work. I think Traffic Hurricane would be the answer for any business, to be honest. I'm talking about as far as whatever avenues you're trying to take. just use your tools to help you to the best of your abilities. Okay? If I can make pages where I'm in it, do it. Absolutely do it, y'all. With me explaining the business in here, and I think I showed like $400 a day or something like that, $300 or $400 in a very short period of time. Me showing my own training pages, things of that nature. I'm just using what I've already done and got and have put together. So, in my opinion, that's going to help people to connect with me even more. You understand what I'm saying? So that's exactly why you don't use Power Lead systems. And of course, I've already got all these pages built together. If you'd rather have that, then you're more welcome to use that right by itself. Um, let's see here. What else? Solo ads, in my opinion, if you've got someone that they can connect with, you might be okay. I just hate to see so many people spend thousands of dollars and then they look at me and see that I'm succeeding in what I'm doing and I'm not spending any money. I've never done a solo ad. I couldn't even really, I mean, I could teach it, but I've never done it. So I'm not the type to teach something I haven't done. I'm a practice what I preach kind of person, and that'll never change. I understand the aspects of, doing solo ads and, building that email list and then just working it out with using Aweber or whatever you got. Excuse me. And I'm sure that that's a great avenue to go down. But me just doing YouTube videos on something I believe, me doing Facebook, and then I've got my connection to people from previous businesses where I busted my ass. And to be honest, y'all, you want to know how you build this right here? You're going to have to bust your ass in a business. There's going to have to be some business that you're out there busting your ass in, because if you're not going to get that respect. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 of these people I created myself. The other 2 were in the business, Facebook groups, saw that I was active in it, saw that I was motivational, saw that I was putting the hammer down, saw I was getting results. These 2 are going to follow me in the next business. You understand what I'm saying? So it might even be a higher ratio than that. So you get so much by busting your ass in the first place. And some of y'all, you sign up, you're excited, and you just stand there and you don't have nothing going for you because you're scared to open your mouth. Your mouth is the number one thing that's going to get you people. Okay, I can tell you that. People want to hear what you think. People want to know what you know. So get used and get really comfortable applying action all the time. And if you do that, y'all, you're going to start getting results, and people are going to notice it. And there's no way that you're not going to succeed. All you really got to do once you get that ball started, y'all, is use the momentum to your favor. So if you get a new PLS member in, let me see here. Where have I got? Okay, I got a brand new Power Lead Systems member that just came in, right? I got 34 commissions I made in the last day. I got a sign up right here. I've got, where's my other 100? Okay, here's 100 right here. So I've made 34 commissions it's only 10 a.m. right now, or 10 about 10:30. So it's already 34 commissions. I could use that for leverage. I could use this PLS sale for leverage. And what would I do with that? I'll create more leverage. You understand what I'm saying? I'll make more momentum by using that. Okay. These cash links are sweet. I shouldn't have let these go earlier. I let quite a few of these go by earlier. But y'all, I really don't think that there's a better traffic exchange that's being created, to be honest. They may have one with better landing pages, I'm sure of that, but I wouldn't use a default landing page in the first place, and I know that I never will. So, not from here. About the only landing pages default that I was impressed with was Exis Elite. I have to admit that. There were a couple of landing pages in there, and my first 10,000 I made in that business, I really realized that people needed to connect with me on YouTube, and by them connecting with me, that I wasn't going to have a problem using those pages. If you do a really good job with people connecting with you, it could be a sign up page and nothing else, and it won't even matter. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the glue between you and this person. If someone was going $1,000 avenue, I would hit, or better, or more. A lot of y'all are somewhere in the ballpark what that price is. I would hit YouTube so hard and not quit. And my first milestone, y'all, would be page 1 for YouTube for that business. And keywords like compensation, whatever that business is in compensation, little things like that, and just hammer away at that page 1. and let that be. You got to be the workhorse. Remember me telling you, you're gonna have to bust your ass somewhere. Let that be what you need to do to put the work in. You understand what I'm saying? And after you do that, let them friend you on Facebook. That's a great thing. Them friending you on Facebook is a great thing. But for you to just be trying to post into open groups. Now, I will tell you this, if you like to try your videos in Facebook, because if you had to choose between YouTube and Facebook, one day Facebook is going to get you hundreds, 500 views. YouTube is going to get you not a lot, more than likely. But long term, YouTube is more valuable than what that video is going to do for you on Facebook. So it's just a matter, but it's something you might want to try. You know, post on your timeline and then share it into some of the groups. Just always keep in mind, anytime that you got an audience, you're trying to grab attention as fast as you can. So the first few seconds, you really need to grab something and really grab people's attention. All right, y'all. Washer and dryer is getting loud, so I'm gonna end this video. If you're not in it, go ahead and start, y'all. The buttons down below. I'd be tickled to help you out. Appreciate it.